Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome, welcome in. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm going to wait for you guys to come in and kind of get the. Hello, hello. Oh, okay. Welcome, welcome in. Just checking, y'all. I'm just checking. Make sure the mic is on. Hi, Carla. Hi, T. Yes. I love it when you guys call me T. That's amazing. Awesome. I'm gonna wait for some of you guys to come in here. And what we're gonna talk about today. Why Charlie, why did he go through all this, girl? Girl, I'm exhausted. The energy field, the Charlie Kirk energy field is like this is just spiritual fatigue or just earth life for fatigue. I don't even know. But guys, when you come in here, please put a like on the video. And half of the people watching are not subscribed to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. I put my heart, my soul, my passion, my everything into bringing you guys these messages. So please subscribe and like the video and click on all notification bells. So this is what we're going to talk about. You guys, I'm over it. I'm so over it. I'm going to wait till y'all come in here. I'm going to wait till y'all come in here. But we really need to talk about big picture. So I'm going to kind of ramble until I get some of you guys in here. I'm going to set the stage up because, this Earth Life is a huge, massive stage, right? I'm going to set it up for you guys. We've been doing an ongoing psychic investigation. Oh yeah, I forgot to put that in there. Forgot to put that in the title, by the way. We've been in this ongoing psychic investigation, which has spanned multiple videos. Haven't even gotten to Erica Kirk yet. And it's probably because it's for my own protection. But to be honest with you, so many people have been doing a natural investigation on her. And you guys can watch those videos for that because simply, you already know she dirty. You already know she's in on it. You already know she leads back to different organizations that do and and to children and all of that stuff. I'm not even at this point. It's like how much more do we have to dig to see the writing on the wall? And I'm going to tell you big picture what's going on. Okay, so today we're going to pop into templates. What do I like to do? We look on this thing on a micro scale, on a macro scale. We pop into different templates. We've already looked at, of course, we've been in the race template. We've been in the Akashic Records template. We've been in the religious template. We've been in the end of the age template, the karmic template. We're going to span out to the collective template. We touched upon that, but we're going to now do that on a macro level. And collectively, what does this mean for us? Because I'm here to tell you, they have gotten us gridlocked into a spiritual COVID, which I actually called this last year. We're in spiritual lockdown energetically. And we're going to talk about the whole Starbucks debacle where people was called wanting to go in there and get them a Charlie Kirk tea or whatever, girl. And then they weren't putting the Charlie Kirk's name on the cup. And then everyone spazzed out and then just started to lose it. And yeah, it's getting like it's almost giving just open the firmament. Oh, open the firmament and get me the heck up out this place because this is how cuckoo this has gotten. Whew, it's a lot, y'all. It is a lot. It's a lot. So guys, when you come in here, please put a like on the video and please subscribe to the channel. Once again, I put my heart, my soul, my passion into this, into bringing you guys these messages. And so today, big picture with the psychic investigation, this is kind of what we are going to talk about. And I'm going to wait for a few more of you guys to come in. Come on in. Come on in. You're the next contestant on Israel. 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 Is it real? You're the next contestant on the game show. Is it real? Is it real? Israel? I'm not even taking this serious anymore, you guys. I hope you guys aren't either, because it's just been a shit show. To say the least. I mean, really, I don't know what else to say. So I'm gonna fix this title while you guys come in here. Yes, 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 guys. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. 1 second. Guys, while we're waiting on a few of you guys to come in here, put a one in the chat. Remember, we talked about if anyone was feeling rapture symptoms. And I think we know what we were calling rapture symptoms. Like you feel that you're like, it's a gentle nudge, like almost out of your body, like up and out. It's a floating sensation. It's just like you're going somewhere, but yet you're still here. And it's much deeper than ascension symptoms. So I'm calling them rapture symptoms. Because we will leave this place in order to get to New Earth. We are going to teleport there. That's the story for a new day. We're cultivating the energy field, right? But as we attune ourselves and we leave, the world behind, essentially, we leave the lower third behind, the part of us that's too dense to go. Technically, the rapture technology, this is what's happening. You're getting attuned to a rapture technology where literally we're going to be teleporting ourselves into the new earth, which is technically still here, but it's just in a different energy field. That's all that this new earth is, guys. So put a one if you've been experiencing these kind of rapture symptoms. So I just like to call it that. I think it's pretty fun. Okay, give me a second. 1 second. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Trying to find you guys. Are we here? Hi, Sister Gail. Hi, Ragin. Hi, welcome in. Okay. Okay. Um, I'm feeling really good today, even though I'm aware that none of this is real. Okay. Israel. Damn. Israel. Goodness, I can, once you see it, you can't unsee it, right? Okay. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. You guys can watch all the other videos, and someone timestamped this. And so the people who, don't want to listen to all of my yapping, they can just skip along to this. Why did Charlie fake his death? Here's the thing, guys. You can watch all the other videos that led up. Started off with a mediumship message, which, is kind of tapping into the essence of the man, which is he's all about the mental plane, the mental body. Tapped into some of his soul contract was to literally be, work the mental plane. It was all about that. He also was to do some sort of inventions and all of these things as well. But it was all about the mental body. Then it was very interesting. I know everyone was crying and upset and everything like that, but I'm like, something, his consciousness. And I separate consciousness, right? Because at the end of the day, people are saying this man was gone. But I'm like, I'm gonna wait a few days, but like 5 days in, his consciousness was still here. So I say consciousness because the consciousness is you. The body is hardware, the consciousness is like the software, right? So if you were to lose your phone, you could literally just if you were to get a new phone, you could switch over all of your apps and all of your data on a new hardware, on a new phone device, and you'll be up and running and texting with the same people. It's the same thing with your body. So I like to think of it as consciousness. His consciousness was still here, third, fourth dimensional at best, but still showing up here. Then when I zoned out into these different templates, I saw something being attacked the back of the neck. I'd never got any shot on the front. Something hit the back of the neck. Gun, something staged. I don't know what it was, but there was something that hit the back of the neck. But the thing is, he did not pass that day. He didn't. He didn't. I never saw that, and I never felt that spiritually. He didn't. However, that's what it looked like. So gave it a little bit more time. And apparently it just looks like the whole thing is just, you guys go back and watch those videos. I don't even want to repeat this stuff. It's silly at this point. The guy didn't die. And at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you why all of this was staged. Okay? That's just what we're going into. Why did Charlie stage? Now, here's the thing. Do I know for sure that Charlie staged his death through the psychic investigation? No, but it's either one or two things. Either Charlie was in on it because he had to be in on it. Because remember, he was tapping into some very large templates, the Epstein files and the Israel lie and all of that. And remember, Trump said he needed more time. You need to watch all the other videos leading up to this. Trump needed more time because Trump is going to pull the plug on the Israel lie. They're going to start to defund the lie, defund the fake false state of Israel, because they are Germans. They trace back to the Rothschilds. They are the ones literally selling and your birth certificates and all of that on the stock market, on the black market. So essentially the whole world is enslaved. So it's funny that, the Charlie Kirk energy field cultivated this, right against left and black against white, when in truth, we're all in this fishbowl and they're trying to hold the man down and trying to hold us down. No. So, hi, Sister Carolyn. They're trying to hold us down. But nevertheless, it's all a stage. Okay. So there's either one or two things. Either he was in on it because he had to be, or he was in on it because of what I said last time, which we'll get to that. Or, he was set up by, of course, his wife, who had been, in bed with the Trumps and the Trumpians and all those people since day one. But nevertheless, regardless of if he's in on it, if he's not in on it, if he had to be in on it, because he was doing too much, it doesn't matter because he's still here. Okay. Now, the last video, I I got a lot of visions, right? And I saw Charlie Kirk's consciousness going into a black man. Now, here's the thing. It will be some sort of civil rights. There will be some black man that rises up, and it will be in the form of civil rights, or it even could be just someone who has social media platforms that really do speak to certain communities, specifically the black community. But this is what I see. But guys, everything's multidimensional. Just because I see the consciousness going into a black man does not mean that his body could still be intact and the consciousness could also be there. Consciousness could be in his intact body. It could also be in the black man that he's going to play. He's going to switch out his hardware and get a new earth suit to play a certain role. And what this is going to do is they want to take away like civil rights, literally, from black people. If you take civil rights away from black people, black foundational Americans, it takes it away from literally all immigrants, all people of color. Essentially, that's what is going to happen if we, keep believing in the lie. So I say that to say it's multidimensional, guys. We never think linear here. Nothing is as it seems. Remember, this is the year of the 9. So in the new earth vibration, these eyes get shut down and the spiritual eye turns on. So that was a test for all of you guys who watched that with the naked eye. Then you saw someone pass away. But when you go back and you watch it with your spiritual eye, then you at least should be in this fourth dimensional consciousness, meaning let me go ahead and question what it is that I don't see. And some of us in 5D consciousness actually saw what it was, and we were aware of ourselves why we were seeing that it was all a stage. Okay, so that's the difference between 4D and 5D consciousness. At the very least, if you look at it with your spiritual eye, you should at least look at this thing from a fourth dimensional viewpoint or vantage point, right? And so, like I said, I like to say consciousness because Spirit said last week or a few days ago, who's to say that body that he had as Charlie Kirk wasn't already another consciousness in there? Who's to say he's just switching out the earth suits? Because he was like some old man who actually funded Turning Point USA. What does a old man in the 70s got to do with an 18-year-old, a 19-year-old, however old that he was? Like, that is strange within itself. Listen, you don't have to be a scientist or a psychic to figure this stuff out. If you're just, if you're just paying attention at this point, the whole world is a stage and the man is still here. So here's the thing. This is why he did it. Now, we are in a collective template for all of you guys coming in here talking about Sir Charlie. I don't know why I like to call him Sir Charlie. Sir Charlie is, our favorite hero. And he was going to lead us, he was going to make America white again. Sorry, guys, that's not going to happen. Like I said, we got to learn how to work together. We got to learn how to literally become one again, break out of the fragmentation that we've been in, to expand and to release the lower third so we can get the heck up out of here. Because the more we stay divided, we're not getting to New Earth. New Earth is an entire different energy field. If we're divided, it's keeping the energy stuck. And that brings me to my point on why this happened. It's not about Charlie. We're in a collective template. What we're doing is we have a bird's eye view. Imagine us being God looking down into the fishbowl, looking down through the firmament, right? And we're seeing all of this play out. If you look at it from that vantage point, you can see there are some things that are weird. And the first thing I'm going to tell you that's quite weird is the Charlie Kirk situation put us in a energy field. You know, you guys, I love to talk about energy fields. An energy field is literally the energy that has been cultivated by a certain thing, you know, place, event. Well, this event has put us in a different energy field. What is that energy field? It brought online the spiritual COVID that I spoke about last year. I said that this Trump presidency feels a lot like it did in 2020 when we had COVID, and when we were on we were on physical lockdown. So the Charlie Kirk situation created an energy field that brought us back to the 2020 energy field. And so what we have right now is a spiritual COVID, and we are on energetic lockdown. And if you don't believe me, remember what happened in 2020 when people refused the jab? They were getting let go from their jobs. What happened in this Charlie Kirk's energy field? People that were just saying, you know, speaking and using their right of free speech. They were also losing their jobs on a mass scale because they refused to like sympathize with, you know, Charlie Kirk's supposed passing. So it's the same energy field. So this is what has been cultivated. And the reason why we have the spiritual COVID back in 2020, everyone was inside. Oh, catch it now. You know, the channeling is channeling, girl. Channeling is channeling. Listen, back in 2020, when we had the physical COVID, they were doing something. They wanted us inside because they were doing something under the ground. They were putting, you know, this fiber optic new internet that, you know, literally brought us into the 5G technology and now has made way to, you know, what we have now on the horizon, 6 and 7G. That's what they were doing in preparation for the time of the great exposure of AI. They were laying down the foundation. And I think AI is, you know, in this moment, it's really a decoy. It's a decoy from your own technology, because that rapture technology that I keep talking about, that thing is real. We are literally getting upgrades. You are the original AI. That's a story for another day. But this thing is a decoy. So, anywho, in 2020, they were laying the foundation for that, which now laid the foundation for the AI to come in. And so, what do you think is happening now? Now that we're on energetic lockdown, they are laying down the foundation for what? When I told you guys a few videos back, they're laying down the foundation for the reset. We are, make no mistake about it, we are on energetic lockdown. There is so much poisonous specks of darkness and fear in low vibrations in the air that it is literally gridlocking people within this Charlie Kirk energy field. It's like you can't even get away from it because the energy field literally is all consuming, right? So what they're laying the stage down for come October 14th is the reset. Because remember, Charlie Kirk's birthday is October 14th, and George Floyd's birthday is October 14th. George Floyd passed away, what, back during that whole physical COVID time. The Charlie Kirk character, so to speak, passed away during the spiritual COVID time. This completes a cycle. This is about a 4-year difference, could be more, but that's enough for the loop. Remember, I talk about if you make a musical, if you make a musical track in 4 bars or 8 bars, you can just loop that around. Catch it. Who are they looping? Everyone attached to the Charlie Kirk energy field, everyone attached to the BLM energy field of the George Floyd. Those people get consumed and gridlocked within the Charlie Kirk George Floyd energy field, and they get looped back around for another 8, 16, 24-year cycle. They, however, are doing a ritual. So on October 14th, when the ritual is done, not only is it the birth dates of these 2 people, but it is also the date that they are going to bring online a new financial system. So the whole reason of why this is happening, collective template, is because it's a ritual that the elites are doing to siphon your energy, gridlock you down, to literally hook into your energy field, to suck whatever bit of energy they can get out of the old system. Because remember, you are part of the old system, because your social security, your number, your birth certificate, it's all being traded on the black market. It's all being traded on the stock market. They got, insurance policies taken out on everyone. They got to get that money out of the system, and that's you. So the more money they drain out of the system, the more they drain us. These are just key codes of consciousness coming in. The more they drain us. So they got to siphon everything. So they're all hooked in. They had to do this event because they know that human beings are silly. Human beings are still dealing with crayons, apparently. The white crayon, the tan crayon, and the black crayon, and the brown one, and the pink one. And you got the better earth suit. You got the Becky with the good hair earth suit. Or you got the beautiful ebony skin earth suit. I wanted that one. I wanted to play that role. Wham, wham, wham. Seriously. This is just how I feel at this point. Like, let me open up this firmament. I'm ready to go. Seriously. Y'all, it's all just silly. It's all silly now. So, anywho, they knew that human beings were still caught up on this fake color and race thing by the way that they created. Because remember, all of their children, regardless of the race, they all play in a sandbox together. You're the only people that got to be divided because they need you divided into these different energy fields so they can suck and siphon and pin each one against each other. When in fact, Source said, if you were here last video, Source said that we are one and we became fragmented. And through the fragmentation, it skewed the way that some of us see ourselves, which caused a great mutation. So the karmic mirror shows us white and black, brown, yellow, whatever you want to say, because apparently we still all crayons up in here. It shows us the essence of the man. That's how we heal. We don't talk. We don't try to argue. We just allow the mirror, the karmic mirror. You go into the heart space. You feel what your other brother is saying, your brother from another mother is saying. You don't talk. You just dissolve all of that. And you send them love and they send you love. And then we can fix the fragmentation because this whole place is about to blow. We got to get up out of here before it blows. Before we blow, before we're looped up all over again. So this is why this whole thing happened. Nothing is as it seems. And I'll let the other channels talk about this thing on a micro level, on a mundane level, on a physical level. But this is spiritual. Everything starts in the spiritual realm first. This is absolutely spiritual because October 14th, we're going to see, the end of the siphon because they got enough of what they need to now turn the lights off. And when they turn the lights back on, we're going to be in yet another field. You may not feel it. You may not feel it. But in fact, we will be in a new financial system. And this financial system will not work like the old system. This financial system for them will be a new currency, which we spoke about, which will be all tokens, right? All coins, even gold coins, even silver, going back to that. Our new currency, what is it going to be? Our new currency is going to be the energy that we've cultivated during this powerful year of the 9. Letting go of the lower third, the things that are too dense to go, and cultivating a strong armor, spiritual protection around your field, a powerful heart space that's been cleansed, purified, and fortified and consecrated. And that is how we are actually going to move on this board of spiritual chess that everyone's been playing, but we've been left out of the game. And that's the reason why, some people have been left. Thank you, Source is saying some people have been left out of the financial game. It's not necessarily because you didn't have the education, your people didn't have the education. It's also because we did not have this spiritual knowledge. We couldn't put our pieces on the board because we didn't understand it was an energetic game. It's been energy this whole time. And they've been putting us in blocks and boxes and gridlocking us into different energy fields. You get the hood over here, the ghetto, that's the energy field. You got the suburbs over here, that's the energy field. You got the, aristocrats over here, that's another energy field. You got the military over here, another energy field. Energy fields, energy fields, energy fields. This is all we're doing is popping in to different energy fields. But that's the fake system in the new expanded consciousness, in the new 5D vibration, new earth, if you will. You're going to have to cultivate an energy field which draws everything in to you. And in order to do that, you're going to have to be consecrated from within. That means you have to leave this lower level mundane stuff behind. It can't go. You won't be able to move. You're going to be stuck in the gridlock, in the Charlie Kirk energy field, where it's just a spiritual COVID, where literally you're locked down and siphoned and sucked off of until you're completely drained of everything. And then in the new financial system, they'll probably redo the whole way they're consuming us, because that's what they're doing. All they're doing is lining up with universal line. The universe was meant to consume itself. So they come into this game, these reptilians and all of that, they come into this game and they consume us. They consume our loosh. They consume our passion when it is lowered in vibration. They consume that. But you can consume yourself. You can have energy consumption as well, which is how you actually even get on the board to play spiritual chess. And all that is reversing the negative vibration and turning it into a positive, but you can't fake it. You got to really, truly be there. And this very powerful year of the 9 is what it tells us, is that it is the final hour, because next year we run this show all over again from 1. But are you going to run the show from a higher level of consciousness? Or are you going to run the show being looped up and being the loopers? And then you're going to be consumed into an NPC. And I know you're thinking that can't be possible. I'm conscious. No, it's a new game. It's a digital game. And this AI, no, there's something greater on the horizon. Starts with an A, and I can't think of it. It's on the tip of my consciousness. I can't think of it, but mark my words, there will be something greater than AI coming in 2026. And when this thing comes, it can literally rewire your consciousness You won't even know that you've been shut down and someone else is running the machine, running the avatar, controlling it. You won't even know. Is it AGI? I don't know. It's something like this, but I'm not sure if that's quite it. But there's something greater coming, and it is imperative that we get into our sovereignty codes. Your sovereignty codes. This ain't got nothing to do with Charlie. Charlie's Field, guys, field Charlie's Field. For everyone who's saying that Charlie was a god, Charlie was an activist, Charlie, our Charlie, look at what our Charlie did. No, feel the field of what Charlie cultivated. This field feels deplorable. This field feels horrible. This field is divisive. This field is filled with separation and low vibrational people and energies. That's the field. So it tells me right here where most people are. Most people will never get this and go. They will never. 99 point probably 8% of the people can't go. They can't go. And I'm not even trying to talk to them. I'm not. This field that he cultivated is a disease. It's riddled with disease. It is, in fact, a spiritual COVID. So I want you to understand, and even for all of us, I'm talking to myself as well, because I used to listen to Charlie Kirk like back when he was on the COVID stuff. Then I didn't even see him pop up in my feed for like 3 years or so. So I didn't even know all that other stuff he was saying until I went until all this stuff happened and I had to educate myself. And I was like, oh Lord, like that was crazy. But look at everything we consumed. And it's not just Charlie, anyone you were consuming. This is what you are made of. So when you wonder why things don't work out, because we are consuming energetic waste. And it may be fun to consume it, and it may empower us for the moment. But when we're all in the field, and I'm going to tell you, I don't like this field. This Charlie Kirk field, it feels horrible. It feels divisive. Like like I said, it put a crack in the reality. So I want you to understand that this is what you've been consuming, this energetic filth. And this is why we got the spiritual COVID. So the reason why this whole thing was staged or faked, or maybe real on one end, but fake on the other, there's so many multi-dimensional ways we can look at it, but nevertheless his energy is still here. So whether he was part of it or not part of it, it doesn't matter, because big picture, this thing was staged to bring you into an energy field. Why they finished the job, why they literally siphon every bit of the old system, because they got to drain all the money out, because they're about to now reset everything. And then at the same time, they feel that we are their property. So they got to get us gridlocked. And there's a fight between two elites. So who gets to control the people? Who gets to control the consciousness of the masses? I say no one. I say we do. I say we are the controllers of it. I say we got to turn the spiritual eye on and turn these eyes off. Because when you are truly dimisted, then you can see on a multi-dimensional level. And the seeing is with also your essence. You can see with your ears and feel with your heart. It's so multi-dimensional. But the sovereignty codes have to come up. We can't be fooled by all of this nonsense. We should easily be able to look at this kind of stuff now and call BS on it. It was hard to do that because so many people were having a physical reaction to it. And people were getting fired from speaking against it. Like, it was crazy. You see those people who are literally going into Starbucks and asking for Charlie Kirk. They want you to write Charlie Kirk's name on they cup, baby, first and last name. And if you don't put that last name and it ain't good enough. One barista, I think she put Charlie on the cup, but not the Kirk part. And then they wanted the barista to call out his name. Why do you want the barista who works at Starbucks to call out Charlie Kirk's name? Because you're trying to turn Starbucks into a political whatever because of the insecurities that you feel about yourself. If you were secure within yourself, you wouldn't be looking for a barista at Starbucks to validate you. This is ridiculous at this point. People are, they're spazzing out, y'all. They're literally crashing out. Say his name. Say his name. Charlie Kirk. It's her hero. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just having fun with it at this point because it's all silly. Even when I had to deliver the message about them literally body hopping into black people's body, that message was silly, but it was true. That's how silly the stage play is. It's like, God, open this firmament. Get me out of here. I'm ready to go. Let me get out of here. And, I started to ponder. It's like, you know what? We're going to have to get a God to come. We're going to have to. I don't see how people, I really don't see, I'm, I'm all for humanity, instructions for humanity, but, I'm losing a little hope. It's like literally open the top of the firmament. Somebody, I don't even care at this point who it is. Someone say cut. Someone say cut. Like, it's like we need, on Get Out, when the lady was tinkering around, taking her spoon with the teacup, right? Like, that's what we need is like someone to wake people up from hypnosis. I thought I did. I thought I wrote a cosmic Bible. Plug. Go and pick this up. The Great Expansion of Cosmic Bible for the Ages. Everything you need to know of what is going on in this massive stage play. But this is the true conscious codes on what everything is happening, why it's happening. And this is going to take us to New Earth. So pick that up on Amazon. There'll be some links down below. But I literally put it in a book. I don't know what else to say. I truly just don't. There isn't anything to say anymore, but just cut. Cut. That's a wrap. Like, do I need to snap everyone out of hypnosis? Like, I don't even know. It's getting cuckoo. It's getting crazy, y'all. And people are harassing baristas at Starbucks because they want you to say Charlie Kirk's name and mean it. What good is that going to do? It's going to make their ego feel good. That's it. And like I said before, it's in this book. The ego is going away. The ego is literally the die-off of our cosmic family's ego is literally bringing an energy down here on Earth, which in this book, it calls it by the 5-night stampede. These are nothing more than angels of death. So angels of death are here. They are in position. And so here's the thing about the rapture, what a lot of people don't know. See, some of the non-chosen people will be taken because in this book, the 5-night stampede say, which is the alter ego of source, they say that literally you will see the ones that take you. When these angels of death come to take the non-chosen ones, they will see them. So don't be fooled. The rapture is 2 parts. There will be people leaving through via the 5-night stampede, the angels of death, that are literally cleansing out the lower third. If you have not risen in consciousness, then you're part of the lower third. Because who's going to New Earth? Survival of the fittest, y'all. Who can survive this game we're in? It's a conscious game. We're supposed to be getting better and better as a species. The people that will get taken are the people that are deemed too dense to go to the new frequency or the new vibration. So you don't even have to be a bad person. But if you don't fit the equation, If you're too lowered in frequency, if you're too dense, you can't go because we are literally going to exist in a different energy field. And this is why I said put a 1 in the chat if you've been feeling rapture symptoms, true rapture symptoms. It is a technology that we are all getting. And what it's doing is it is attuning ourselves to be able to be broken down into particles, and then we will be able to teleport the particles into the new energy field and then materialize back again. You are going to take everything with you that you need for your journey. So this means, yes, friends, families, pets, things in your house. You're not even going to know that this thing has happened because there's all these different timelines playing out. You're essentially just going to pop into another timeline that is on a higher density. So therefore, these bodies will not fit that equation. They are too dense. They're part of the lower third. This book describes it beautifully, the bodies, the new immortal bodies that we are getting. And we will experience this, so to speak, 1,000 years of peace. And you'll be able to experience that because you will have a more, upgraded body. Okay, so this thing is more sci-fi than you would ever think. And now that I'm in this collective template and I'm explaining it to you like that, do you see how far away we've moved from Charlie Kirk? Do you see how this has nothing to do with Sir Charlie? Absolutely nothing. When we zone out, this actually takes us higher. If you allow it, if you release the lower third, if you release the part that's too dense, his field is too dense. This field is a trap door. Trap door? Is it real? Is it real? Is it real? Is it real? Just saying. Just saying, y'all. Saying. Having fun with this video. It's a trap door. And you know that the Charlie Kirk, obviously, I know they say he was a Christian, but like I said, do you know how rare it is to actually be a Christian? You can't give yourself that title. You got to be Christ-like. I only met one person ever that had the heart of Christ, and that was my mother. That's it. You can't give yourself this title. You got to live it. You got to earn it. It has to be in you. You got to be built like that. You got to just be like that. So no one is a Christian, in my opinion, unless you have the unconditional love, the agape unconditional love in the heart space. So, I'm sorry, I'm just breaking down this character because he's not real. None of this is real. It's all stage play. We're all just popping in, our souls popping in into these avatars to play out these archetypal figures. And this Charlie Kirk, that's what sources said in the last video, has been switched out before. So the very thing that you're like, we're saying that there's a death there. When? How long has it been? Because now this is how many versions of this same whatever. That's what I'm saying. It's multi-dimensional. You won't even be able to keep up with this if you're not here. You won't be able to. This has nothing to do with Charlie. He was just being used to put us in a gridlock spiritual COVID energy so they can suck, siphon, steal, and destroy like they always do and get us all binded down to the lower vibration and loop us around literally through a machine like you're making a beat. It's just looped. It's just technology to loop us. That's why every so often we keep going through the same thing. People keep wearing the same thing. Oh, now we're doing the 80s dress again. Now we're wearing the 70s clothes again. The bell bottoms are back. Now we're wearing the 90s gear. Why can't we think of nothing new? We should already be in futuristic clothes by now. It's because we're on a loop. That's why. Why are we still dealing with skin color? Because we're on a loop. Why are they still taunting us with deaths, black deaths? Because we're on a loop. Because we showed them that it works. When the Trayvon Martins of the world pass away, the black children, pass away and then we go out in the streets and we like give it our energy, then they say, yes, Loosh, give it to me. It works. The hardest thing, especially for Black people, is going to be when these atrocities happen to stay quiet. They're not even going to know what to do. Stay quiet, go within. Go within and heal. Go within and send loving energies to the family of the slain. Then they can't loop us around anymore because we what? Took their tools and we broke them. This is what we have to do. We got to take this thing back because literally this is the year of the nine. This is about to end. This is the end of the age portal. If we don't take this stuff and break the tools like they do to all their tools, they break them when we're done. No, we got to take them and break them by detaching and unplugging from their system. Let's unplug from the Charlie Kirk fake death. Let's unplug from the spiritual COVID, which this is all to lead us to the new world. You know what? And the reset, the financial reset. That's why this whole thing had to happen when we zone out. You want to look at it on a micro scale and every single detail leading up to this, look at the other videos. But this is for the people that are really ready to go to higher consciousness and to understand big picture. The big picture right now says this. This is my warning from all of what we've been doing here. Big picture says it's the 11th hour. Not even. It's almost midnight. It's almost midnight in the spiritual realm. Do you know how you become Christ? I'm about to show you. It's almost midnight. Here's the thing. There's 12 numbers on a clock, 1 through 12. And the hand in the middle that controls the hands of time is the number 13, which is the Christ, which if you were to line up that circular clock, that hand that controls the hands of time, the minutes and the hours would align right here to the heart space. At midnight, we pop into heart. This is literally almost midnight. Where do we need to be? We pop into heart. Once we pop into heart, we are literally aligned with the true source energy, divine, all that is, all that will be, and all that ever was. Therefore, you are in a infinite energy field, the quantum field, which cannot be quantified. Therefore, you avoid the loop. And now you have aligned yourself through the cosmic time clock. The cosmic time clock says that when the energy shifts, this is when we can actually do our work. This is when massive change happens. The energy is the end of the ritual. Do not let them use you to be a tool. On October 14th, we will reverse in this thing and go within to the heart space and take back everything. And just like tools, we will break them. Seriously. And that was source. That was on everything. That was on everything. That was on everything. Seriously. And that's what we must do. Because when we do that, now guess what? When we run this thing back to one, this is the year of the nine. This is the reset they're getting ready for. Now, when we do it like that and we align with the cosmic time clock, and now we become the number 13, the Christ energy, now we are the controllers of time and we have escaped their loop. And now we are the ones calling the shot. And it would be a matter of time until they start to fall down. And every single one of their energy fields that they built to encapsulate us and to siphon will all start to fall down. And then they will be exposed for the reptilians that they are. This is what will happen. Word is bond. Source ain't just never, ever, never lied. Message. Pick it up. Put it in your coffee. Stir it up. And it's 7:54 right now. 5 plus 4 is 9. It's done. It's the year of the 9. Keep your eyes on the prize, which is your ascension out of their energy field. That's what it is. Guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel, please. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Okay, I'm in the comments. Everyone should not use any technology for a week. Yes, you'll feel totally different. Absolutely. I was saying that the other day. I went 2 days without the phone. Felt amazing. Yes. Remember back in the day, we could just leave these phones. We knew we didn't even have to have GPS. You have a natural GPS inside of you. Today, I literally haven't been to a place in over 20 years. Like I don't even know how I end up driving there, but it's like the natural GPS inside of me led me there because what? This is the year of the 9. It was something there that I needed to still heal from. All of what we should be worried about is closing out the wounds right now, healing anything that needs to be healed, because this is how you become light as a feather to now expand to the higher realms of consciousness, right? Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna call this a night, guys. And that we just this is just what it is. I don't know what else to say, but at the end of the day, I'm having fun with this, but keep your eye open, right? Let thy spiritual eye be single, right? All right, guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. And so it is as we walk together in divine love. Be well, guys. Be well.